Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for our Workforce Wednesday. And I'm super excited to have our guest today, Jennifer Howell, and she is from a Fortune 500 company, Cintas, and we're going to be exploring all the career opportunities today with her from Cintas. And I want to introduce myself. I'm Carrie Pannoni. I work for Maryland Business Roundtable for Education, and I'm the Next Generation Scholars Coordinator at Fort Hill High School. So, welcome, Jennifer. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Jennifer Howell, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Western Maryland, here in Cumberland, Maryland. I'm the Human Resources Manager and Health and Safety Coordinator for Cintas location 386 in B22, again, here in beautiful Mountain, Maryland. So hope everyone's doing great out there today.
Thank you, Jennifer. And I am so excited to share with all of our students and families across the state of Maryland all about Cintas, the who, what, where, when, and why anyone would want to work for, Cintas. So we're excited to start this. And if you could tell us a little bit a background about yourself and how you came to Cintas, and share with our students maybe your education background and your give us a little backstory.
Well, I've had a varied career path, as many do, ending here at Cintas. I just started here last year, but I have my undergraduate degree in history, and then I'm actually a librarian. I got my master's in science at Louisiana State University in 2001. I had an incredible opportunity out of library school to work for a publishing company. And with that publishing company, I traveled all over the world. We sold electronic databases to college universities. So I got to go to Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. It was an incredible opportunity. But at the age of 30, I was on a plane by myself to Australia. And although that might sound exciting, it was a little, so I actually ended that and started working for public libraries in Maryland. And I worked in public libraries for 15 years. I did programming, outreach, and human resources. And then last year, this opportunity came up, and it was a huge career change, but I stepped out, and it's been a fabulous opportunity here at Cintas.
Great. Yes, I met you through the Allegheny County Chamber of Commerce, through the Allegheny County Public Library Systems, and hosting my summer programs at the library last summer. So I was super excited to hear and learn about Cintas. I really didn't know much about Cintas, so I'm excited to share this information about a wonderful company and help you or have you do that with us today. So let's start with what does Cintas do?
Well, Cintas was established by Doc and Amelia Farmer in 1929 as a company called Acme. To make ends meet during the Great Depression, two out-of-work circus performers collected and laundered used rags from local factories and sold them back to businesses. Over the years, Cintas has grown into a Fortune 500 company and is now the largest uniform supplier in North America. Over 5 million people go today wearing a Cintas uniform. Because we operate one of the largest fleets in North America, you might have seen our white trucks on the road. But we like to say, do you know who's behind the wheel? It's not only the driver, it's a dedicated and diverse team of employee partners in sales, accounting, information technology, marketing, operations, engineering, and supply chain. And I have a little photo here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. It's our truck, and it shows partners from all the different walks of life, because there's a lot of people. You may see the drivers, but there's a lot behind that driver. So Cintas is headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, and our chief executive officer is currently Scott Farmer, who's the grandson of Doc and Amelia, who started the company. So it's a pretty neat story.
Wow. Yes, that's interesting. And can you tell us more about what types of careers and jobs and opportunities that our students can look forward to in their future, possibly with Cintas?
Sure. We have three primary business divisions. Our uniform rental, which is the largest, it makes about 80% of our business, and that consists of the rental and servicing of uniforms and other garments, including flame-resistant clothing, mats, mops, and other products. And then we also have our first aid and safety division and fire protection division. We have over 1 million customers worldwide with almost 5 divisions, and we operate 15,000 trucks throughout North America and have over 42,000 partners. And before I talk about the career opportunities, I just wanted to talk a little bit about culture. Our company really culture. There's actually called The Spirit is. As a librarian, I love books, and this is we attribute our company's success to our corporate culture. We call each other partner here, not employee, and this expresses the trust and respect we have for each other. And we say we have 4 distinguishing characteristics. We live by the rules, we're professional, we act with competitive urgency, and we have a sense of positive discontent. As I talked about before, we have a wide variety of careers across many different departments, production, sales, office, HR, service, and more. And the skills you need vary by department. Our departments work together to serve our customers. Our production department, it's more hands-on. Let's see here. We also have our drivers, our service professionals, our office workers. So really, there's something for everyone here at Cintas, depending on whether you want a job where you can move around, more hands-on, or more of an office job. We really do have something for everyone in at different career and educational levels.
That's wonderful. So there are plenty of entry-level jobs as well as careers that might require certification, like you mentioned, the drivers. They probably have to have a certification in order to drive the trucks, and also probably a good driving record for to let our students know the importance of good driving habits. So yes, that sounds great. Also, you mentioned to me about the opportunities to move up in the company, even if you have, you haven't gone to college.
Absolutely. Some of our here, we just had someone celebrate 40 years, and they started out up into management. And because we have so many locations across the United States, there's a lot of opportunity to move around if you want to see different parts of the United States. And we really invest in our partners. I mentioned before that we call each other partner. We do annual performance reviews where we identify interests, career interests, and then try to get people the training they need so they can move themselves into those positions. And we do have entry-level positions. And again, we have people that have moved up through the company and across the company. There's a lot of potential because we have so many locations.
That's wonderful. And I just want to add, I know you mentioned the list of 4 things that your company, your focus, the book, and we can, if we didn't catch that in the comments, maybe we can list that in the comments later. What was the name of the book again?
It's called The Spirit is the Difference. It's written by Scott Farmer, who is the son of the founders, Doc and Amelia. And we have a unique culture here at Cintas. As a manager, I'll be taking the corporate culture workshop in Cincinnati at our headquarters there. So.
Nice. So there are many reasons for a student to look at Cintas as a company for a future career, a lifelong career. And what are some of the extra benefits that you haven't mentioned already as to why someone would want to pursue a career at Cintas?
Well, one thing I can't forget to mention, I should say, is our emphasis at location 386. We're one of the few VPP locations in the state of Maryland, and here from OSHA. You can see that there. We became VPP back in 2018. And what this means is that we have very high standards of safety. So we work safely. Every partner is continuously engaged in being safe. One of my other career job duties in addition to HR our safety department. So everyone that comes on board is trained. We're continuously making sure people are trained and have the PPE and the tools that they need to be safe. So safety is a big part of our culture here. Also, as a Fortune 500 company, we have a wealth of benefits for people, great health insurance, we have a 401k program, lots and lots of different, a rich variety of benefits because, again, we have so many resources at our disposal. So anyone coming to work here would have the opportunity to take advantage of it. And we also do a lot of partner engagement. We had the Queen City Creamery here a couple weeks ago. We're going to
Oh, great.
here coming up. So we do like to enjoy our food here. And we have lots of partners. We also have an annual visit where the medical providers come in and we provide a free health screening. So we're always looking after our partners.
Well, it sounds like maybe partners should be family. It sounds like you're a great big family at Cintas, with great benefits, opportunities to move up, travel opportunities at all the locations across the country, and many other benefits like safety. That brings to mind, the question of, what everyone's been dealing with lately is COVID and the shutdown. And, with you being OSHA certified at your location, what has that meant, or how has, COVID affected your business?
That's a great question. We were deemed an essential business by the government. So we did not shut our doors. We continued to operate fully during the pandemic, and we've had to adapt and change. But as I told you in the beginning, that's kind of how Cintas came out of the Great Depression. So we've grown through adversity. And so we've kind of adapted what we do here. Of course, we implemented a lot of safety protocols. I don't have my face mask on now because my door is shut in my office, but we wear our PPE. When we go out to service customers, we wear our PPE. We have even implemented social distancing in the lunchroom here. For example, every table only has one chair. We've
Mhm.
to make it so partners are as safe as they can be. And also we let our customers know that we're as safe as we can be here there to support them. Now, we do have a lot of customers in the healthcare industry. For example, we launder a lot of the scrubs for different hospitals. And also we supply a lot of things for the grocery store and the restaurants. So while a lot of people were closed down, we were out supporting our heroes in healthcare and the restaurant and food industry. We also sell a lot of the products that were very high in demand, like toilet paper, face masks, and we have disinfectant, and we now have some new services that have been kind of born out of the pandemic, including a backpack spray service. I was actually out of town and I saw this being used at a tournament where after the game was played, they come through and spray the chairs with this backpack sanitizer. So as businesses are reopening, we have a lot of services to support them as they reopen in the state.
That's wonderful. And, well, I guess we'll move now into the where. Like, where are, you said you're located in Cumberland, but we support, as Maryland Business Roundtable for Education, we support and partner with businesses and organizations across Maryland. So I imagine you have some locations and other locations in Maryland, and maybe also, and since we didn't have a chance to do the virtual tour because of technical difficulties, but we have some pictures that you're going to share in the comments of your location there in Cumberland. So I just wanted to note that. But tell us more about the where and what you have to offer in your business, and like it as if you would be giving us a virtual tour.
Sure. Well, as I mentioned before, we're in Cumberland, Maryland, which is Western Maryland. We also have locations in Frederick, Maryland, Baltimore, Laurel, Useville, Landover, and Jessup. And then we also have a lot of locations on our bordering states: Morgantown, State College, York, Pennsylvania, Portsmouth, Virginia. So we are everywhere. So there's a lot of. Go to our website at career.cintas.com. It gives you a list of all the current opportunities You can search all across the company for the different opportunities.
That's fantastic. And I'm going to just share a picture right now of your location in Cumberland so everyone can see. And you're located at the industrial park in Cumberland. And I believe we're also going to be sharing some additional pictures of inside of the business, which is fascinating. Tell us about some of the areas in your location here.
When I first started at Cintas last fall, what you do is you get to work in each department, which is a fantastic idea because if I'm hiring for Cintas, I want to learn more about each department. So that's always a good thing if you're applying for a job to look at how the different departments work together. So I went out into the production area. We have a huge factory, and I believe some of the pictures are the factory. So it all works together. We have a first shift where they work in the factory, and basically, as we go out to customers and we bring back the products that they've used, we need to launder them. So we have a launderer. So we have a huge wash out. These are washers and dryers. So you'll see a photo of that. And you have to be highly trained to work in this wash alley. Of course, we provide the training. And then we have an incredible system set up. So after things are washed and dried, we have a team of things, and then they're sorted through 3 different sorts. We have first sort, second sort, and third sort, because we want to make sure that each item is person at each customer location. So it's, of course, now with COVID and everything, we want everything to be as clean as possible. We're Hohenstein certified, even bacteria, and they put it in the washer and they make sure that it all comes out, and it does. When we wash your garment, they look great. As they have wear and tear, we have another team that mends them. We have a team of menders. We have a team that works with badges. So as they're ready then for our second that comes in towards the later part of the day, and they our drivers early morning, but a lot of them like that because then they get off early, and they only work 4 days a week, so that's a big perk to a lot of them as well. They come in, get their trucks. We have a very large geographical area that we serve because we're in that little part of Maryland that is near West Virginia, Virginia, and Pennsylvania. So we have a 4-state territory. Our drivers go out. We go as far as Martinsburg, Winchester, Morgantown, all over the place. And we have customers across the board. We have schools, we have hospitals, as I already mentioned, restaurants, and we also serve a lot of auto body shops because we have shop towels and other different things. So we visit all sorts of different customers. And then, of course, our drivers back are unloaded by our second shift load team, and then we get the next day. As I showed in that little picture at the beginning, there are a lot of people supporting the drivers behind the scenes. So I talked about the production staff. We also have a team of officers. So if you're interested in accounting, finances, we have a lot of folks that take care of that. I myself am an HR manager. I have a little bit of a different background because I am a librarian, but a lot of that I learned on the job as well. And then we also have a sales team. So if you are interested in sales, this is an incredible opportunity as well. You can go out. We have a lot of different products to sell. We even have a catalog. Our catalog manager handles everything we have, and you can buy customized mats, Yetis, all sorts of things to give away to your customers. And then, of course, we have our leadership team. So these are the folks who have started out mostly working in entry-level positions and have moved their way up the company. So we have a team of 15 here, and we oversee all the operations. It's a fantastic group of people to work with. We meet quite a bit, and we talk about how things are going, and we're always trying. I talked about our competitive urgency and our positive discontent. Here at Cintas, we always are trying to make things better, and our leadership team works to do that. So as I mentioned, we have really all sorts of jobs for different levels, and the sky's the limit, really. You could be hired as a driver, move into management, move into sales. We have people that have transferred back and forth across the different departments.
That's wonderful. I just I'm hearing so many wonderful things about this company. It's really exciting for all these opportunities. And I guess my next question would be, what is something that you could say to students now? What can they do now that can help prepare them for a career at Cintas? I know you have a ton of different opportunities, leadership, sales, the drivers. All the different departments, but which would take specific skills for those. But what are some general essential skills that you would say would be helpful and even applying, since you are in human resources, some tips for our students?
Um, that's a great question. But first, let me just say one thing I forgot to mention is our management. This is of interest probably to your students more than any other.
Oh, sure.
This is a
Absolutely.
fantasy. So as right after you graduate college, or if you're getting ready to graduate from college, we have a 2-year internship, which is very well paid, I should say. And all the different departments I just talked about, you rotate. You have several months in each different department. And then after you graduate from the program, you have the opportunity to apply within the company. So it's called a management trainee. And we're actually looking for someone right here at the Cumberland office now to fill that
Oh,
position.
fantastic.
Again, it's for recent college grads, and we know that you haven't gotten a lot of experience, probably professional experience, when you're applying for the job. But it's a fantastic opportunity. And again, our management trainee opportunity. But generally across the board, I'd say it's very important when you are applying for a job to take your resume and apply. I see a lot of resumes. Sometimes people don't even upload a resume. They might just fill out an application, not proofread. So it's very important to eyeball your application and proofread it for you. And there are many different resources. I know the library even has a website. You can submit your resume and they'll review it for you for free. So if you don't have a buddy to look at it, you can, find someone to review it at your college or high school and take a look. And it's very important when you are applying for a job to use an email address that's professional. So if you have a personal account that might have a funny name or some personal information in there, I highly suggest that you create an email address just for applying for a professional job. I've seen, and also I know a lot of people have social media. I would just be careful of what you do post on social media, because when you apply for a job, some employers do that. So you want to make sure you're presenting yourself professionally and a good. So those are just two quick things, but those are two very important things I would do. And radio last evening. When you are in a job interview, it's very important to put your phone away. I know that we all have our phones out a lot now, but they say that if you have your phone with you, it makes it seem like you're not that interested in the job. So that's just a quick tip there. Keep your phone in your purse, or maybe your pocket after the job interviews.
Those are all great tips for our students and even adults, really. Keep your phone away for an interview. Have a professional email name, and not something personal or specific. And let's see, what else did you say? Make sure you, oh God, what's that?
Proofread your.
Oh, proofread. Yes, proofread your resume, check for errors, and but all great tips for our students. And perhaps we can do a little follow-up checklist later when we post or share this again. So, but make sure you check out in the comments all of the great information that we're sharing today from Cintas. And I just want to say, wrap this up. And is there one last thing that you'd like to share?
Yeah, don't be afraid to apply. You're not quite sure if you're qualified for it or not, it doesn't hurt to try. So if you see something you're interested, go ahead and apply for it. It can't hurt. And a lot of times,
Mhm.
we look at the applications and you might be a great candidate. So don't be afraid to follow your dream.
Awesome. Great advice. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. This has been really great. I've learned a lot about Cintas, and I hope our audience did as well. And make sure you follow all the comments to get their website and other additional information. I'd like to also remind our viewers to join us on Friday for College Friday. Morgan Cox with our organization is going to be having an art student. So if you're interested in the careers in art, you'll have to check it out at 11 o'clock on Friday. And also want to remind our students that we have a free app. It's called Way to Be, and you can download it on Apple and Android devices for free. And it has lots of college and career readiness activities and challenges. We've made it like a game on some of the challenges and learning activities. So check it out. And also, if you go to our website at www.mbrt.org, you can check out our summer programs under the Next Generation Scholars tab. And we have tons of summer virtual free programs that we're offering to students this summer. So check it out. So thank you again, Jennifer. I'm really excited that you were able to join us today and share all the wonderful things. Cintas sounds like an amazing company. So thank you again. And thanks for joining us. Have a good day.
Bye.